turn on your notification bell. You will still get those information you are looking for.
Contempt of court. Army silent as court jails COAS, that's Chief of Army Staff. Now the Nigerian Army has remained gravely silent as a high court sitting in Mina, Niger State, had issued a warrant of arrest and subsequent remand of both Yahaya and Olabaji in the custodial center. Yes, the case was said to be between one Adamu Makama and 42 others versus the governor of Niger State and 7 others. Now, counsel for the plaintiffs, Mohammed Liman, had prayed the court to send the army chief and commandant to the custodial center for disobeying an order made on October 12, 2022. But ruling on the application, Justice Halima Abdul Malik said, I quote, an order is made committing the Nigerian Army Chief of Staff, General Farouk Yahya, and the Commander, Training and Doctrine Command, Mina, that is the 6th and 7th respondents, into the custody of the Correctional Center for contempt of the order of this Honorable Court made on 12th October 2022, end of quote. Now, the judge ordered that the Army Chief and Commandant should remain in custody until they purge themselves of the contempt. Now, the ruling is coming barely a few days after the Federal High Court in Abuja sentenced the Inspector General of Police, Osman Baba Alkali, to 3 months in prison over a similar offense. Another Federal High Court in Abuja also ordered the remand of the chairman of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, talking about Abdul Rashid Bawa at the Kuje Custodial Center. Yes, so there have been calls and text messages to the phone number of Director of Army Public Relations, Brigadier General Onyema Nwachukwu, but he refused to take his calls and reply text messages. So they are silent, they don't want to say anything, they know what they have done. Yes, and so look at what is happening in this country. You have seen the litany of contempt by senior police and military officers in the country. So that is it. And tomorrow you will expect citizens of the country to obey the court to obey court judgment or order. How do you want them to obey it? People who are supposed to lead by example, those who are leading, supposed to show the light, and what they are exhibiting everywhere is darkness, utter darkness. And tell me how a country will grow. Nigerians are merely groping. Nothing is working, nothing is moving. They are in darkness, groping. Yes, groveling. So, and that is it. So, and the head of state of the Federation is contempt himself. He doesn't obey court's directive, doesn't obey the judgment or declaration of court. Court is there as a ceremonial, place of gathering for the politicians to go and do their jamboree. Nothing else. Yes, they go there and deceive the gullible, to lock up the poor people, the downtrodden, the disadvantaged people, those who have any godfather. Yes, those without godfathers. They will go and lock them. They use the courts to lock them up, to jail them, because nobody will speak for them. That is what is happening in Nigeria. The big, the high and mighty, they have nothing to do, with jail or custodial center, like they would like to call it this time around. They say they are custodial centers, or they say they are, reformation centers or correctional centers, whichever way they like. We know no one of them, the big wigs, they won't go. They don't, visit, detention facilities. How much more of staying there? Yes, you can't jail them. No court have the capacity to jail them. They don't even visit. They don't even near there. Yes, that is the country they are running. Banana Republic. Might is right. You have seen it. From the Economic and Financial Commission Chairman, EFCC Chairman, Abdul Rashid Bawa, to the Inspector General of Police, and now talking about the Yahya, the Chief of Army Staff. Yes, all for the same offense, contempt. And that is what we are talking to this moment. about the Onyendu's release and controlled incarceration. After he has been released, discharged, and acquitted, he's still being incarcerated. That is contempt by the DSS. And DSS is supposed to go in for it. Yes, the Director General of DSS. Yes, he's supposed to go in for this the same offense these heads of security agencies who have mentioned have committed. So they are not free. All of them. No one is exonerated. They are inescapable. They are culprits. They are all into it. Impunity. Impunity. This is the worst we have seen in the history of this country. Impunity taken too high. Yes. And so you expect things to work in this kind of situation, in this kind of environment. Nowhere. And this thing has been established. It's a very bad precedent that they have put up. And as they have put it up, that is it. So how do you tell the incoming administration, if there's anything like that, not to follow these footsteps? Because when they committed these offenses, nothing happened to them. Nobody did anything. The court has said, look, this is contempt. We remind you. Who is going there to stay? Who is enforcing it? Is it not themselves that will enforce it? They don't have that morality, the integrity to do that. When President Muhammad Buhari was coming on board, they say, oh, it's Mr. Integrity. We have seen the integrity in the last 7 to 8 years now. They will have seen the integrity has exhibited. Yes, integrity of bias, sectionalism, ethnicity. Yes, integrity of prejudice, integrity of hate. That is what we have seen. So, integrity of poor performance in government, integrity of insecurity, causing insecurity everywhere. Muhammad Buhari administration, Nigeria have seen hell under this regime, tyrannical regime. And so, that is what we have seen. There are tyrants everywhere. In the military, in the police, they're in the civil service. They're everywhere, all of them, talking tough. If you go to the executive, the ministers, they are there talking tough. They are elected ministers. They are there talking tough. You can't do them anything. Court will give a judgment, they will not obey it. They will tell you, you can go to hell. You can't do anything. So that is it. So when we are showing a distance, we mean to let our people know that this country has gone down to the abyss. It has democratism. These bad presidents, they have said, who is going to reset it? Nowhere. It has been internalized in the systems, into the civil service. It is there. It is there. It is there. And that is why they will do everything humanly possible to sabotage any effort to bring up a genuine system of government. Even as 2022 election is coming up, if it will hold, you think that the system will do up a responsible government? Nowhere. If it happens that the election holds, peradventure, it will never throw up a genuine system, because you have seen that they will never allow anybody who is responsible, who have integrity, to come on board, knowing what they have done in the system, what they have committed, the atrocities they have committed.